Hello viewers, welcome to UPSC Warriors channel by Unacademy. This is Soundarya. Today, let's discuss a surprising trend in Delhi's air quality index post Diwali. Despite the usual spike in the pollution, this year's numbers tell a different story. So what is that? This year number tells us that Delhi has recorded the lowest post Diwali air quality index since 2015 except for the year 2022. So what does it mean? According to the Central Pollution Control Board of India, the 24-hour post-Diwali air quality index of this year was 339, that is on Friday. Okay, when compared with the post-Diwali air quality index recorded last year, post Diwali, which was actually 358. Okay, so what are the main reasons for this sudden shift in the air quality index? Was it because of reduced cracker burning? Was it because of the stricter government regulations, or is that because of the weather conditions? So let's dive into the factors that are responsible for this particular better air quality index comparatively. But you have to remember that still the air quality of Delhi is under poor and very poor category only. Fine. So let's see what are the factors responsible. We can say that these are the two main factors responsible for this air quality, starting from the warmer temperatures and the strong winds. So when I say warmer temperatures, I refer to the warmer temperatures recorded in the month of October. We have to remember that this year we celebrated Diwali at the end of October, but in the previous year we had Diwali in the month of November. So the temperatures will vary, has actually varied when we have the temperatures of October and November in comparison, right? So what is so special about this year October temperature? This year October temperature witnessed the warmest temperature ever recorded since 1901. Okay, so it is the warmest temperature ever recorded. So how this warmer temperature is going to contribute to the low air quality, low pollution level? Let's see that. But before that, have a look at this particular image where we actually see the above normal temperatures getting recorded in these regions. Okay, so this is the outlook for November 2024, and it is predicted that for the first 2 weeks of November we will tend to have these above normal conditions. And how about the maximum and the minimum temperatures recorded in the month of October? It was the warmest in 73 years with a maximum average temperature of 35.1 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature of 21.2 degrees Celsius. But in the month of November, that is when we celebrated Diwali last year, we had the maximum temperatures as 27.8 degrees Celsius and 10 degrees Celsius. So one thing is very clear that the maximum and minimum temperatures in the month of October this year is quite higher when compared with the temperatures of the November. This year the temperature is higher. So how this high temperature is actually going to help in dispersing this pollution? It is simply because when the temperature is higher, when the air is actually warm, it rises up, right? We all know that warm air rises up. So when the warm air is rising up, it actually disperses the pollutants, disperses the dust particles, PM 2.5, PM 10, everything, etc., by means of which it helps in reducing the pollution level. But what happened in the previous year? When the previous year Diwali was celebrated, it was the month of November, and in that time period we had so many other factors in place happening. So whenever there is a temperature inversion or whenever there is a cooler temperature, the pollutants are not getting dispersed. Why? So let's study that with the help of temperature inversion concept. If this is the air column, with increase in altitude, you expect warm air here. Okay, and once the air is rising to a higher levels, when it is getting adiabatically cooled, it expands and loses its energy, and then it becomes the cold air region in that place, especially at the higher altitude. So we have warm air first and then cold air next. This is the normal conditions. But talking about the temperature inversion, what happens is that we have the cold air and we have the warm air lying above the cold air. So why it is again happening? It is happening because of so many reasons, but let me explain it very quickly. See, whenever the normal conditions happen, the air in the ground region or air which is closer to the ground is warm. It's mainly because the land is getting heated first, okay, from the sun, and it is not the atmosphere that is getting heated. It is from this heat that the atmosphere is getting heated. The heat that is, absorbed by the land is getting transferred through air, through convection, conduction, radiation, and by all means, as a result of which the region is getting warm. So whenever the air is warm, whenever the air is heated, it rises up, right? Okay, so that is happening in the normal conditions. But just imagine during the long nights, whenever the land is actually radiating so much of heat that it absorbed during the daytime, then it gets cooled. Okay, so in that condition we can expect a cold air near the ground surface. When compared with the air that is lying above, it is cold, so it is now a warm air. So this is something called as the temperature inversion. So what is the problem with the cold air? The problem with the cold air is that it does not allow the pollutants to get dispersed. So when the warm air is rising, it allows the pollutants and other particles to get dispersed. But when we have cold air here, it does not allow the dust, smoke and other particles. And it is also one of the reasons for the formation of smoke. We can see sometimes the formation of smoke, especially during the long winter nights, right? So all these factors are associated with temperature inversion. So let's not get into that in detail right now. Probably we will see that in a separate video. We have different types of temperature inversions like radiation inversion, subsidence inversion, advection inversion, and this is something which can happen at different altitudes. It can happen even near the ground surface, or it can also happen at the higher latitudes. So this is something that is responsible for holding the pollutants back. So by this, I think you will be very clear. Whenever the temperatures are lower comparatively, then it is quite not possible for the pollutants to get dispersed. So this is one thing which we can remember here. Okay, so cooler weather typically worsens the pollution due to lower inversion height, which traps the pollutants closer to the ground, as I explained now. And then a temperature inversion is a layer in the atmosphere where the temperature increases with height, which is the opposite of normal conditions. So this happens when the air near the ground cools faster than the air above it. Moving forward from here, we conclude that whenever this inversion layer is getting lowered, this inversion layer of temperature is getting lowered, the concentration of the air particles increases. Okay, and now moving forward to the second reason, that is strong winds. So whenever the winds are stronger, it is capable of pushing away the pollutants, right? So this year, according to IMD, the westerly winds starting at 3 to 7 km per hour speed, increasing to 10 km per hour by 9 a.m. and reaching 15 km per hour by noon is also responsible for dispersal of pollution in Delhi. So we say that despite the air quality remain poor to very poor condition throughout Diwali, these wind conditions ultimately facilitated reduction in the pollution levels following the day after Diwali. So these are the two main reasons responsible for having a better air quality index. In fact, the lowest air quality index in Delhi post Diwali since 2015. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and then leave a comment. If you have not subscribed to UPSC Warriors channel, please subscribe. Thank you so much. See you all in the next video. Take care.